Instead of a happy or spooky Halloween, folks, my Halloween is going to be shiny with the new Pokemon Go Halloween event set to come later in the week, Thursday, October 17th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Central, etc., etc. It seems these features will last until November 1st, same time. So what all is going on? Well, I'm going to provide timestamps so that you can skip to the parts that you want to hear about, but some will just breeze by faster than other topics anyway. Here they are on screen. Team Go Rocket gets more Pokemon, new clothes in the style shop, more Ghost and Dark-type Pokemon in general. Yamask debuts and can be shiny. Pokemon wearing Halloween costumes arrive. Darkrai becomes the new legendary raid boss. Both special and field research tasks added to the game. While all of this is happening, there is double candy for catches, hatches, and transfers. Alright, so Team Go Rocket will now have Shadow Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Electabuzz, Magmar, Lapras, Mareep, Seedot, Nuzleaf, Sableye, Trapinch, Cacnea, Shuppet, and Duskull. Self-explanatory there. There's also going to be new avatar items you can most likely have to purchase, I guess, but like a Zubat bag or Mimikyu bag, Pikachu onesie, Cubone cap, or a Litwick cap. Now, in addition to the game that hopefully is welcomed by all, is the opportunity to catch the starters from Gen 1 wearing these costumes that you see on screen, Pikachu included. And they say if you're lucky, you might encounter them as a shiny too. I need this. You can get them in the wild or in raids, but check this out. Across raids, eggs, and in the wild, we'll see more ghosts and dark-type Pokemon like Ghastly and Murkrow. Good chance to catch those shinies if you don't have them or just want more of them. But we'll also be introduced to Yamask. It's a shadow-like Pokemon that holds a mask with a human-like face on it. Creepy story, but in past games or otherwise, they say Yamask was a human long ago, and if someone actually wears the mask that Yamask is holding, they become possessed by that particular Yamask. It's a ghost type though, and on screen you can see the normal and the shiny form right here, so you know what to look out for. It evolves into Cofagrigus, so we'll also show that shiny form of this strange thing. And now for something really fun. Darkrai will be entering the legendary raid spot starting with this event, and this will be a pure dark-type Pokemon that you won't want to miss. It will have some really solid attack in its stats and pretty good defense, and Darkrai will have the advantage of getting two dark-type fast attacks that are pretty darn good, Snarl and Feint Attack. Snarl is going to be the one that you want to have if you're looking for the most optimal offense. While it can learn Dark Pulse as a charge attack, it can also learn Shadow Ball. You'll obviously recall Shadow Ball being a ghost-type attack, which means it wouldn't have stab, and while Dark Pulse can do it, still it gets outranked by Shadow Ball, so it seems that's the move that you're going to want to go with. The main bad side with Darkrai is the fact that Dark is weak to fighting, and this will definitely be apparent to you when many of the, of course, the powerful ghost or psychic-type raid bosses inevitably can have Focus Blast. Think clear example Mewtwo. Let's keep in mind that a lot of this Darkrai information could be subject to change just because it's not in the game yet, although I think it's really unlikely. But something that won't change is the fact that it is pure dark type. So while you could take it with you against a Shadow Ball Mewtwo X raid, the same couldn't be said if Mewtwo instead had Focused Blast. It's just something to think about. So when you're going up against Darkrai, Fairy, Fighting, and Bug types, those are Darkrai's weaknesses. You can probably imagine the kind of counters that you'll need. Almost everyone at this point has their fighting team in line. You know, with Machamp obviously being super meta relevant against a slew of beefy, normal type defenders always in gyms. But take your Machamp, your Breloom, and Hariyama, take all those with you on the fighting side, but put in Togekiss and Gardevoir on the fairy side. Maybe be somewhat more hesitant with Gardevoir because it's a glass cannon, but still a good option. And if the Darkrai raid boss has Focus Blast as its charge move, then Togekiss and Gardevoir can be certainly prioritized there, because Fairy would take reduced damage from fighting. So maybe it'll just kind of end up dependent on what move your Darkrai raid boss will have. I didn't really mention any of the Bug types because Bug is a bit like the forgotten stepchild of types in this game. While it does have a type advantage here, Yanmega, Pinsir, Scizor, they're all counters that you could use if they have their double Bug moves, but still not as strong as the fighting or the fairy types that we discussed before. If you're still looking for some other Pokemon of those types that maybe you don't have, like Granbull on the fairy side, Heracross or Toxicroak with fighting moves maybe, but that's just if you didn't have the ones we mentioned. The last last thing that you're going to want to look out for is the field research tasks being updated with this event, but it also seems that we'll get another shot at Spiritomb. That was the Pokemon featured at the end of last year's Halloween event special research assignments. It looks kooky and neat, I guess, but I got one with really crappy IVs last year, so it'd actually be nice if I can catch a new one this year. So please have a great time with this update, subscribe, leave a like, and absolutely ask any questions that you may have in the comments down below, and I will catch you on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.